What's up, generator installers? I'm Mitch Horton. I own SwiftSocial. We're the biggest advertising agency specifically for generator installers in the US and Canada. And I also own EasyEstimate.ai, which is a software company. It's a lead pre-qualification tool for home standby generator installers too. So if you've ever had shitty leads, you should click the link below and check that out too. Generator leads will fix that for you like instantly. But I want to show you in this video how to set up like an actual text sequence, like a text drip sequence after somebody opts into your to your generator kind of like marketing ecosystem. Or even, I say this in other videos too, but like any sort of trade business, if you do HVAC plumbing, you're going to get value from this. It's the same principles. Obviously, I run SwiftSocial. We're trying to, like, I'm making this video so that, you know, if you're a generator installer, you want to hire us to just do all this stuff for you, basically, you know, instead of having to do it yourself, right? But if you want to do it yourself, it's here. So something you need to make sure you have. I made a video about this literally just 10 minutes ago about the same thing with emails, and like making an email list and like a sequence and stuff. After somebody enters your marketing and your sales ecosystem one way or another, whether it's like, you know, paid ads or word of mouth referral or this, that, or the other thing, you need to also, like, obviously once you collected consent and stuff and they opted into it, you need to get them onto a text sequence. It's called a drip sequence, right? So this one I'm going to show you as an example. I built this in Go High Level. I know you can also build them in like Alaware is a really good one, especially if you're doing like a lot of like cold calls or like stuff like that too. Alaware is good. You can build these in Go High Level. You can build this in Zapier, I'm sure. Make.com, I'm sure you can probably build it too. Any of those services will work. This is Go High Level. Also, quick note before I kind of get into the specifics of this. This is obviously for my agency. Like, this is for like one of like our sales guys at the agency. So it's like, this is just, you know, use your head, and like obviously you're just going to have to adapt it for your business for trades and stuff, but you just change the words around, but it's the same principles. You know what I mean? It's going to be the same. So first thing that happens, they opt into the funnel one way or another. They get assigned right here to the closer. So whatever salesman is assigned to them. Sometimes we'll do it also where if you have like a setter, like if you have an appointment setter who works in house, you might want to put, which we do, but we have like a different sequence for that and stuff too. But if you have a setter who's going to be working these leads, you actually want to have this sequence be assigned to the setter, right? And then what happens is basically they get assigned to your appointment setter, or maybe you if you're doing it. Whoever the appointment setter is at your business, assign it to them, right? And then what happens is they get put here into the first one. And so obviously adapt this for your thing, but then boom, we send them just like, obviously you got to make sure you have, you know, text stopped, unsubscribe, make sure you have this here at the bottom, at least for the first one, to be compliant, right? Like legally good. But we just send them this social proof. So in your case, what you would do is maybe you just send them to, like, ideally, if you have video testimonials, like with your customers and stuff, if you don't have those, you should start getting those, by the way. I might make a video about that literally today, like right after this one. But if you have like good Google reviews online, if you have good, like any sort of social proof, like any sort of proof that you can do a good job at a fair price, which is what 90% of these homeowners are looking for. Google reviews, Yelp, like Angie's, even like any of these things, just send them the social proof. If you have videos with your customers, even better. If you have like reviews, put it here and just like shove it down their throat. The social proof stuff, right? Adds a tag. That's kind of irrelevant. Then we do a time delay steps. Then we wait 1 minute, and then we go ahead and we send them the same resource, but like in another kind of format if it's easier for them. Or it's like, oh, you know, 1 minute later, oh, also here is it in another format if you wanted to. So send it there. Wait 1 hour. Obviously, also at any point too, if people text stopped, unsubscribe, like it says, obviously, then it stops them in the sequence. And they stop receiving the text, and legally you have to do that too. But then right here, boom. So we send them the link again, wait, and then see it gets progressively longer. So then we wait 1 hour. And then we send them another text, another resource right here, just giving like more free value. And then we wait a couple days, and then we just say hi. This actually works pretty good. And then 1 minute, and then like after that minute, you say hi. 1 minute, and then, you know, did you get a chance to check these out? And then honestly, like, this sequence ends here, and there's not that many steps, but if somebody opted into your ecosystem, they're clearly interested in whatever it is that you're selling, and they are a potential buyer. Like, they opted in, like they're interested in whatever you're selling. Maybe, like I talked about earlier, they're not going to buy it now, but they'll buy it at some point in the future, right? So that's why you got to get them like on this. You got to get them on the email list so that once they do need your thing, then you're there and you're the guy who they call up right away because you're who they remember. You know what I mean? So honestly, like, you could just make this thing almost like infinitely long. I would do longer pauses. So like, you know, like once you start getting farther out, maybe every 3 days, every 5 days, every 7 days, every 2 weeks, every month, something like that. Like you can go, I'd say like every couple of weeks is probably a good sweet spot. Like once you get like way out there, like every couple of weeks for like months. But like honestly, if like they know that if they want to stop receiving the text, then they can text stop to unsubscribe. So if they're, opted in and they're not texting stop to unsubscribe, we should just assume that they want what it is that they said that they wanted that you're selling and just keep fucking sending them messages. You know what I mean? So just keep providing value, keep sending them value, keep sending them testimonials, keep sending them free resources, right? That's kind of the idea behind this. And then also the way that it works too, there's a setting up here. Let's see. Stop on response. So you want to make sure that you have something like this on too, depending on the tool that you use. So what this does basically, if at any point in this sequence right here, when they're receiving these text messages and stuff like that, the automated ones, if they respond and they say like, for instance, stop, obviously then they're going to get opted out. They're going to stop. But like if they say like, oh, hey, could you like resend the link or could you, if they respond with anything, a question or like, hey, go fuck yourself or like whatever it is that they respond with, it's going to stop the sequence and then it's going to notify the appointment setter who's assigned to it. And then he's going to be able to jump on it right away. Right. And then just go ahead and set them and reply to their question via text and stuff. Also, you can't do it through Go High Level. I don't think there's many places you can do it. I think it's kind of a weird thing. But what I would also recommend for these leads, like long-term nurture and stuff like that, if you can, at least before like appointments and stuff, this is kind of a different rabbit hole. But you also are going to get better response rates from leads when you're texting from an iPhone also. So like, like if you use like an Android phone versus like an iPhone like this, iPhone, it's like the blue messages, like the blue bubbles. But if you have an iPhone and you're texting somebody or like vice versa, it was like an Android or like a different, that's not a fucking iPhone, right? It's going to have like the green bubbles it makes sense if you think about it, but there's a higher response rate too for lead nurturing when you send messages from an iPhone, because it's like kind of proof that it's not a bot, like it's a real person. There's some kind of ways around that now that are online that are it's kind of a gray area. You're like, who knows? But yeah, texting from phone is a really good idea too. But this is what I would do. So what this video is, 80-20 of it, I don't want to waste your time. When somebody enters your business ecosystem, when you get a lead, they need to be put onto an email list right away, like I showed in a previous video. Go watch it if you haven't. And they need to be put onto a text sequence that can ideally be literally like infinite until they opt out or buy. One of the two. They buy or they fucking die like that, like Wolf of Wall Street, right? So literally, yeah, I would just, same with the email list. Like you literally just keep hitting them up forever until they buy or they tell you to fuck off. So that's kind of the idea behind it. This is going to make you a bunch more money too, and you can literally set this up within your business within a day. So if you own a generator installation company, really any trade business, if you own literally any business at all, you should be doing this actually. So go ahead, go implement this into your company, go instantly make more money with it. And if you're a generator installation company, you can go implement this into your company, make more money with it, see that we know what we're doing. Because that's why I'm making these videos, obviously, right? Like, to show you, if you're a generator installer watching this, that we know what we're talking about. I know what I'm talking about, right? Which is why I run the biggest generator installation marketing agency in the world. Like, we're the biggest for a reason, right? We know what we're talking about. We know what you're doing. So if you want us to just do all of it for you, instead of like having to go fuck around with this, like all the technical stuff, because there's like bugs. Like, I simplify this shit because I do this all day long, but like, I'm sure you probably don't, and you definitely don't want to fucking be doing it either. So if you want us to just do it for you and like have professionals handle everything A to Z, top to bottom, like, you don't even have to call the leads if you don't want. Like, we'll literally do the appointment setting for you also if you want, up to you. But we can literally just like make the entire funnel for you, this entire ecosystem, everything put together, done for you, boom. So if you're interested in that, you can click below. If not, you can just take this video for free too and go make more money instantly. So, yeah, thanks for watching, guys. You should subscribe to the channel and like the video too.